Show you two ways to do this. Here's the first way. If you take this cylinder and you unfold it into its net. Okay, so here's what you would get. And it's not really drawn to scale very well, but we'll go with it. Okay, so if I find the surface area of all those, that should get me the answer. So the top, these two things, the basis is what I was trying to say. A is equal to pi r squared. And the radius they said was 8. So 8 squared is 64 pi for one of those circles. So this is 64 pi down here. Okay. Then it says the height is 2. So the height is 2. And then the question is, how do I get this distance? Well, if you unravel this thing, this should go all the way around that circle. So the circumference of the circle, which is the distance around the circle, should also be the width of that rectangle, right? When you unfold it. So circumference equals 2 pi r. 2 pi r we just said was 8. And so I get 16 pi. So this distance right here, from here to here, is 16 pi. So now, how do I get the area of this rectangle? Well, I take the 2 and I multiply the length times width, 2 times 16 pi. So the area of this thing is going to be 32 pi. Okay, add them all together. I get 64 pi plus 64 pi plus 32 pi. Can't do it in my head. Hang on with the calculator for a sec. See, 64 plus 64 plus, what do we say, 32 equals 160 times pi, which should be my answer. And if you want it, they say round to the nearest thousandth. So I'm going to 160 pi equals, I get 502 point, they said the nearest thousandth. You have it rounded to the nearest hundredth. The nearest thousandths would be 502 point tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 655. So looking at your answer, Henry, I think you didn't have enough decimal places because your answer looked spot on. So I said at the beginning I was going to show you this two ways to do this. I don't think I need to because I think maybe your mistake is just you rounded to the nearest the wrong decimal. Okay, get back to me if you'd like to see the second way that you could possibly do this question. But I won't waste your time with that because I think it was just a rounding error. You rounded to the hundredth, and you're supposed to round to the thousandth.